Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Ardani Parisha binti Yuzali. So today I would like to present my final year project titled Stock Selection using Fuzzy AHP-MOORA model. So here is the outline for the presentation. So here is the example of financial selection domain: accounting and auditing, asset evaluation, banking, portfolio optimization. So in portfolio management, there is an active technique that focuses on advantageous selection of particular stock rather than on broad asset allocation choices called stock selection. So stock selection, also known as investment strategy, that consists of purchase stock, then placed in a portfolio based on perceived strength of individual stocks. So here is the existing model in portfolio management. First, macro-risk model, sharp singles index model, capital asset pricing model, arbitrage pricing models. All of this model is based on the traditional mean variance framework. Several advances have been made over the past few decades in the introduction of new coherent risk measures. One of the advances is by using multiple criteria decision making, MCDM. So here is some example: fuzzy AHP, analytic hierarchy process; MOORA, multi-objective optimization ratio and analysis; MO, multi-optimizations. So the AHP model is a well-known approach in financial portfolio selection due to its benefit in combining multiple inputs from several sources to a consolidated outcome. MOORA is one of the newest MCDM models. It is constructed by already knowing the weaknesses of the older models and expected as the most effective MCDM model. As for fuzzy set theory, due to human thinking and reasoning frequently involve fuzzy information, classical set theory is unreliable and incomplete. So with this fuzzy set theory, the unreliable and incomplete information can be coped with. Hence, the fuzzy set theory is integrated with the AHP-MOORA in this study become fuzzy AHP-MOORA model. The problem statements for this study are the problem uncertainty and real-life limitations. So, the objective of this study is to propose the integrated model of fuzzy AHP-MOORA and to conduct comparative analysis between the proposed method and the standalone model, namely AHP, fuzzy AHP, and MOORA. Here is some literature review from the past issues. For example, in 1952, Markowitz has proposed Markowitz model to study the effects of asset risk, return correlation, and diversification on probable investment portfolio returns. And in 2018, Hota and others have made a comparative analysis of AHP and its integrated techniques, then applied for stock index shrinking. Stock index selection is a key role in financial decision-making phase, in particular where the selection criterion is of a contradictory type. So for more details, you can refer to Chapter 2 in my report. The fuzzy set have different shapes of membership functions, such as triangular, trapezoidal, and Gaussian. But for this study, we will only focus on trapezoidal membership function. As for fuzzy AHP, there are many versions of fuzzy AHP method, like Buckley and Van Lahoven and Patrice method, but in this study, we will only focus on Buckley method. Here is the methodologies or step-by-step for fuzzy AHP-MOORA, the proposed method. So first, we form a decision matrix by following the formula in equation 18. Then we normalize the decision matrix by using the formula in equation 19 and 20. After we normalize the decision matrix, we can form weighted normalized fuzzy decision matrix using the weight criteria in equation 15. The formula to form weighted normalized fuzzy has been stated in equation 21. After that, we can find normalized performance value by following the equation 22. After we find out the normalized performance value, we can transform it to the best non-fuzzy performance value, or also known as defuzzified process. We can use the formula in equation 23 for example. After we found out the divisible value, we can rank the values from biggest to smallest. All of you must be wondering, how can I prove that the method that I propose is better than the standalone model? So here, as one of my objectives is to make a comparative analysis. So a sensitivity analysis must do test. So in this study, we use Pearman-Rowe correlation coefficient. So we compare the ranking of the value by using the Rowe coefficient. The formula for the Rowe coefficient is 1 minus 6 sum of the difference of the rank square over by number of the alternatively considered. So how can we indicate the relationship of the ranks? First, we can indicate that it has perfect positive relationship of ranks if the row equal to 1, and negative association of ranks if the row equals to negative 1, and no relationship if the row equal to 0. This sensitivity analysis approach is chosen because the comparison is easy to understand and is less susceptible to bias due to outside influence. The application for this study is used on stock selection. We are using the data from the past research by Yakub et al. In 2017. Based on his research, there are 25 companies listed on the main board of Kuala Lumpur Stock Exchange (KLSE) being evaluated by decision makers with different experiences level. So in this study, I only choose the top 5 companies in the actual KLSE rank as our alternative. You can refer to figure 2 for hierarchy of the problem. So here is the results for the study. All of this result is generated by the Microsoft Office Excel. If you can see clearly from this picture, you can refer to the report in chapter 4. Based on this result, table 5, table 6, table 7, we can conclude that in table 5, we can see that the integrated model fuzzy AHP-MOORA produced the nearest rank value to the actual rank. As in table 7, we can see that AHP model have negative association of ranks, while fuzzy AHP-MOORA and the proposed methods fuzzy AHP-MOORA have positive relation ranks. From this study, we can discuss and conclude that AHP model is not an effective decision-making tool due to its bulk judgment, more complex computational and longer computational time. For fuzzy AHP and MOORA, both has the same rank but have its pros and cons. For example, AHP does not include uncertainty. The extension of AHP, fuzzy AHP still has complex computational and take longer time. MOORA is the latest multiple criteria decision making, as we know. It improved from the past method, so it has the benefit here. It has simpler formula and calculation, also reduce the computational time compared to AHP and fuzzy AHP. The proposed method, fuzzy AHP-MOORA, is the most reliable method based on the method ranking. It gets rid of the uncertainty problem since it integrated with fuzzy set theory. It also has more simple computational since MOORA model is implemented into the method. As a conclusion, the proposed method is better than other standalone model, namely AHP, fuzzy AHP, and MOORA. It also less sensitive to bias since it has the highest positive relationships of ranks. That's all from me. Thank you.